Protecting Temmet is extremely important in this deck. He's the engine for pumping out our little 2/2 zombie tokens into much larger threats. This deck has blue in the color identity, but there isn't a single counterspell, so I added a few. To that end, I also added Lightning Greaves. For whatever reason, they only came in the other Precon. Card draw at instant speed is really good in this deck. RIP Pull from Tomorrow, I might actually be wrong about that one. So I added Corrupted Conviction and Village Rites to have extremely cheap options. This deck is predominantly black, meaning Jet Medallion is the perfect inclusion to get back up to 10 ramp cards. Pumping zombies is what this deck is all about, but sometimes they'll die or you'll get board wiped. Diregraph Captain is an obvious inclusion at only 3 mana to dish out damage and disincentivize people from pointing their removal at you. I found a really cool card from my favorite plane Alara while working on this video. Lich Lord of Unks not only makes you tokens, it also bops someone each turn equal to the number of zombies you've got. Lich Lord of Unks essentially slots into that spot where Gem Palm Polluter was, except you can do it every turn rather than just cycling it once. Phyrexian Arena gives you consistent card draw early in the game, guaranteeing you'll be able to pump with Temmet at least once each turn. Easily the best card you can add to this deck that will be on every single upgrade list you'll find. Verena Lich Queen is made even better by her 4 mana cost. Cast her the turn before Temmet and this deck will run absolutely wild on the board. Her utility really can't be overstated, and you could functionally swap her into the command zone in place of Temmet if you want to switch things up. Another no-brainer, this card will make your deck significantly stronger at the same pace as Verena. Not only does he make it incredibly difficult for people to effectively reduce your board, he also functions as a consistent card draw engine. Although this is on the end step, so it unfortunately doesn't synergize with Temmet. I took out Eternal Skylord, but liked what it brought to the deck. For the same mana cost, Hordewing Scab does the same job, but way better while also providing card draw. There's a decent amount of discard in this deck, meaning it should be pretty good at filling the graveyard. To that end, I added Incarnation Technique, Living Death, and Patriarch's Bidding for recursion. Incarnation Technique provides you with instant gas for your zombie engine, but I'll warn you that it's $10, because it's never been reprinted. I wanted to call it out as a good inclusion, but you should probably wait for the price to drop. Living Death and Patriarch's Bidding are my personal favorites for mass recursion, but you can really swap them out for whatever flavor you prefer in this slot. If you want to learn more about Reanimator decks, check out my Revaz of the Claw deck. Finally, Liliana Dreadhorde General has gotta be my favorite Planeswalker card because of all the utility she provides. That passive ability is ridiculously good. She slots perfectly into this deck and is also a fun thematic inclusion if you're into that.